Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the Mega Metagross Pokemon Spotlight. Now, Mega Metagross is one of those megas in Ubers that has a small niche just because of its defensive capabilities, because of its steel type, as well as its very large move pool, plus Tough Claws boosting a lot of its attacks. For example, Hammer Arm is nice for Ferrothorn and Arceus E-Killer, whereas Thunder Punch can be nice for Ho-Oh, Kyogre, Earthquake to check Groudon, Ice Punch for Yveltal, Rayquaza, Meteor Mash / Bullet Punch for Xerneas or Fairy types in general. So, because it does have such a wide move pool, it actually suffers from the 4-move slot syndrome a lot. You typically want this move, and this move on it, but you also want that move, and that move. So it's like tough to figure out which ones. It does have really good defensive typing, so a lot of them are built to take like +1 Earthquake from Salamence, and it can be a check to those as well. But a few more drawbacks to having this on your team. If you do have Mega Metagross on your squad, you're also out of luck for another Mega. And while obviously that's like a duh moment, Mega Metagross is such a niche Pokemon in Ubers. You could be using Pokemon that have proven themselves again and again, like Mega Lucario, Mega Salamence. You could be using Mega Gengar to trap. So that's one of the drawbacks of this Pokemon. And it just faces competition as a steel type in general from Necrozma, Duskmane, and Pokemon like that, which is also its same exact typing, Psychic plus Steel, but it's arguably better because has reliable recovery, as well as the fact that it has Photon Geyser, which is really nice for like, whereas this one has to, if it wants to use a Psychic type move, it has to use like Zen Headbutt. So let's just go start looking for some battles. I got like 4 teams here. We're gonna be using this first one by Katie. It's Mega Metagross, and this is the set that people use for Mega Salamence. So you survive +1 Earthquake after rocks, Nasty Plot, PokeaimMD, Darkrai, Combine Arceus Flying, Physical or Mixed Kyogre, excuse me, with SD Primal Groudon with rocks, and then we have Scarf of Yveltal. Now, automatically looking at this, gonna be a little bit annoying to play this game. Okay, so when I first took this team, I already noticed that switching into Groudon is going to be a problem, but offensively we could deal with it too. I like Darkrai as a lead because I feel like if they lead a Yveltal, I can lead Darkrai, Nasty Plot up, expecting this to be Arceus Fairy. And I'm saying Arceus Fairy because you are so weak to opposing Marshadow, and I can just hit it with the Z move. So leads off a Groudon. Now, this is not necessarily what I want, but weakening Groudon for Metagross makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm actually going to Dark Pulse right here. I think weakening it for, like I said, I feel like weakening it for Metagross makes a ton of sense. And if I want Gross to do something, because it's speed tier and it's faster than everything, depending on the Arceus set and also the, Yveltal set. But Marshadow is the only thing that's definitely faster than it on this squad. Yveltal would be Scarf. If it's defensive, I need rocks to pressure him. My Scarf of Yveltal is going to be nice, and that it makes me not lose to Marshadow. I like Arceus Flying a lot too, which I need to. Where's my Darkrai? But which I need to weaken the Necrozma Duskmane and get rid of Marshadow in order to use effectively. So we're going to Dark Pulse here. Because if I had Dark EMZ, I would go for it right now too. But we're Dark Pulsing just for the damage that we need. First off, because my Mixed Kyogre goes in once Groudon's gone. So this helps not only Kyogre, but also Metagross. Unfortunately, we don't see a 100% Fairy type on his team. When I mean that, like on preview, so we don't see Xerneas, which means that, or Salamence, so Metagross's role is going to be a little bit less in this game. This boy picked his lead so quickly, and now he's really thinking about this play. I guess he's worried about maybe Z Hypnosis or something like that. I wish Darkrai had better I wish Darkrai had Dark Void. Like, why did they nerf it? Well, anyway, that's the Def Groudon. I don't mind taking the Lava Plume. I'm actually a little bit surprised he went for that, considering the fact that I have a Kyogre in the back. But if he allows me to hit him one more time, that's perfect, because that's in range of Metagross, that's in range of Kyogre's Earthquake, and that's also, like I said, Spadef Groudon. So, I don't think I need to bother predicting Arceus to want to come out, and at best you'll probably go Yveltal, but Yveltal also boosts my ability, so I don't really care too much. Like, boost my Dark Type attack, so it'll be a little bit stronger. Plus, I can flinch Groudon, so exactly. So I'll gladly, if my opponent is willing to give me Groudon, I'll gladly take it. Perfect. So, easy Mega Metagross. Gets a Mega Evolve right now. We can click Ice Punch. Ice Punch does hit a Veltal, which is probably his best switching. And if he gave me Groudon so early, so again, that's going to open up that door for my own Kyogre, which is super good versus him. Super good versus him. Also, this is his rock. Well, I think this is his rocker because it's Spadef, and Spadef typically runs rocks. Like, it took nothing from Dark Pulse, so it's definitely Spadef. And like I said, Spadef typically runs rocks. So I'm assuming that's either Ultra Necrozma or Dual Dance. It's a threat no matter what variant it is. Honestly, it's a threat no matter what variant it is. What is my Groudon on this team? It's SD, right? I don't have enough attack. I'm Adamant max speed. Adamant max attack. Or Adamant max speed, excuse me. I was right. Yeah, that Veltal is going to be... Veltal's going to be a problem, but the Necrozma Decimate is something I'm worried about. So, Mega Metagross gets in. We get the KO on Groudon. Again, opening up that door for Kyogre, and I still have my own Groudon defensively to check his Kyogre. So, beautiful, beautiful. Necrozma Decimate comes out. We have to go with Veltal. If he SDs, if he Atotomizes, it's a problem. Goes for Earthquake. I cannot, like, not foul play here, so I have to go for it. Again, I'm assuming it's Arceus Fairy, like I said. And because it's Earthquake, we know it's not support rocks. It's either SD, Morning Sun, Photon Geyser Earthquake, or Dual Dance Earthquake, or Ultra Necrozma. Either way, we foul play right here as a Veltal comes in. Any damage on a Veltal is beautiful for Metagross. And we don't see any item on it, so... Now this is the bad thing, because I'm automatically in the back by going Arceus Fairy. Flying, excuse me. It's my best play, but it puts me in the back because I'm forced to recover as he gets in his free switch to Necrozma. Yeah. That's Life Orb. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm okay with that. Because once I get up, that confirms that Metagross is faster. Thank you, sir, for critting me. I appreciate that. Not sure why he did that, but you know, if you're gonna give me damage on a Veltal, I'll gladly take it for my Metagross. I wonder if he's gonna do that again, or just go for Oblivion Wing. Oblivion Wing is his play. Goes to Arceus, and it ends up being E-Killer. So my play is to 100% go with Veltal and click Foul Play. Now the only issue about this is that I'm getting weaker to Marshall, because I should live this unless it's a Life Orb. Probably is Life Orb, though I just called it Life. Nope. So I should live this. Foul Play. Doesn't pick up the KO. It's leftovers. I want to keep a Veltal alive, though. I don't want to say Groudon's looking expendable, but it is. The other play I can make is go hard. I'm going to make the play of hard Metagross. If he Earthquakes, I probably lose. Not going to lie. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky because I'm not sure Ice Punch actually knocks him out. I know that's max HP. That's the only way he lived that. So he's not going to be faster than me. There's no way Earthquake does 28 from like a 184 invested Jolly Metagross. Like, I have to Meteor Mash here, but I'm gonna hope that the calc is gonna say, no man, no, you're good, dude. You're good. You don't have to meet like 148 attack invested, man. Nah, man. Go ahead and Earthquake that Arceus and do 23, please. So there's no typing. Anybody like these calcs? Luckily, he extreme speeded, so that gives me multiple opportunities to hit. Let's see if we get the attack raise. We do not. So we get rid of Arceus right there. Beautiful. If he goes out into Solgaleo, I think the play I have to make is hard into Kyogre. The reason I say that play is because, well, first off, I want Rocks up for a Veltal to just go down. I also don't want Groudon to take a hit because his own Kyogre is going to be a giant threat if I do. And if it sets up, it's an issue for me. So I gotta go Kyogre right here. I probably lose anyway if it sets up, to be honest. I'm gonna be just completely honest right there. As he goes for Earthquake. If he goes for a Z move, I probably just die. If he Ultra Bursts, that's a lot better for me. Thank you. I'm okay with this. Because that is actually something I can take out with attacks. So I'll gladly go into my Veltal right here. And like I said, just click Foul Play one more time. Foul Play will knock out Ultra Necrozma. Should I Dark Pulse, actually? I feel like Foul Play does more to Kyogre. Foul Play Yeah, he's physical with Earthquake. Yeah. Foul Play's the plan. Foul Play will definitely knock out a Veltal. It'll do a ton to Kyogre as well, and it gets rid of Ultra Necrozma. Beautiful. So, at this point, the only thing Metagross did was check Arceus, which is what it's supposed to do. Hammer Arm does a ton and actually has a chance to KO. And I still have Arceus flying alive and at a good amount of HP to check Marshadow. Now, because Marshadow more than likely has the Shadow Sneak, I don't see a reason in saving Yveltal. It's in range. It's in range of Sucker Punch from this, so I might as well just Foul Play just to severely weaken this. Didn't realize how much I would. And get in my Arceus to just click Judgment. And Judgment should kind of finish him off, I want to say. If it's Z, let's say it's Z. No. It has to be Z Necrozma because in order to Ultra Burst, you have to have like that. Yeah. It's Z Necrozma. Even if you have Stone Edge or whatever, that won't knock me out. So, oh no. Okay. Dodge the bullet there, boys. So my play is just to immediately click Judgment here. It doesn't matter if he Sucker Punches because Mega Metagross is faster and Bullet Punch does knock out a Veltal. My heart just dropped the second I saw Ice Punch. And I guess he expected me to recover. So, good game, dude. He expected me to recover right there, and yeah, it did not work out for him. So, nice. Metagross did its one job in that game. Oh, this is a really cool team, by the way. It has a gold up. Metagross did its one job in that game, which was to check the... honestly, just to check the... wow. Am I playing Jambat? Okay. So Golduck's niche in this in the tier is to also kind of check Groudon. It can knock it out because of Cloud9 with its water type attack. The issue is that this guy has a scary team. But the good thing is I love Metagross in this because I can just Meteor Mash into Bullet Punch on Scolipede and get rid of it. And I have a Poison type Absorber to absorb the T-Spike. What type of Groudon am I? Lava Plume. Beautiful. Love Metagross in this. Now, unfortunately, he leads Kyogre, which means I have to go Groudon, which means he's probably going to have Earthquake. I love Golduck as well because it means I don't auto-lose to Gliscor, so that's pretty cool. Sucks, because I did not want to go this. He goes Arceus Dragon. You have Toxic? What's the play right here? Just Judgments me. We're gonna Meteor Mash. I don't want to reveal Toxic just yet. As he has Will-O-Wisp. What? I'm getting tired of these Pokemon running Wisp in a tier. I guess it helps for. That's my bad. I guess it helps for like what's it called? What's that mon called? Necrozma Decimate. No, I obviously have Groudon as a switch-in. I'm gonna Earthquake for damage as he doubles out to Gliscor. We'll go Golduck right here. If he wants to sub or Earthquake, that's fine too. As he goes for Rocks, and we're clicking Ice Beam. I'm not going to bother predicting anything, and especially in front of that mon. Now, the fact that he gets up Rocks is interesting. It kind of sucks that I lost my Metagross in this case, but I was able to Poison Kyogre, which is amazing. I'm not going hard Groudon, by the way. Groudon's way, and of course, Groudon's way too good in this game to throw away. Gliscor's such an interesting option because, like, in theory, it doesn't actually beat crap. Yo, he's so weak to Naganadel, it's beautiful. Sack Gross here to Earthquake. Yeah, I'm gonna get my kill right now, thank you, sir. I'm actually getting my kill right now, like, you cannot stop it. You go Scizor, it's getting blown away. You go Prima Kyogre, it's gonna take some damage, and I'm gonna drop a Draco on it after. If I Nasty Blood right there, I think I just straight up won. Whoa. Okay. So I kind of have to go off him not getting Ice Beam, but I'm going to do it. Is that Max Spadef Kyogre? And now we drop a Draco. So Kyogre is gone. Beautiful. He is going to be able to go Groudon, of course. As he goes Arceus Dragon for whatever reason. Don't know why. You have a full HP Groudon, and I'm definitely faster than you because I get the speed boost. If he wasn't paying attention to that. Maybe he's just trying to win the game right now. I'm super weak to this thing. Yveltal's like the only mon that doesn't go down to one attack. He has no water resist, which is great, so I can click Scald. Well, goodbye, my friend. Now I have to go off a miss. What else could I do? I literally said now I have to go off a miss and call the king. What else could I have done there? I literally said now I have to go off a miss. So, I mean, that's the drawback of using that move. I'm pretty sure Golduck would have fallen over. Hey, you know what's crazy? Golduck actually would have won this game too. I mean, Arceus, Groudon plus Golduck won the game, so did Naganadel. So I guess that was the reason why he sacked Arceus Dragon so he could set up a Groudon, which would have been, but like to win this game, he would have had to hit Press Blades on Groudon and on Golduck. Not saying he didn't deserve it because he obviously set up for it, but that's just what happens. My Metagross only got Toxic something, so that was another matchup. I mean, the dude had Gliscor. I didn't have Ice Punch on my Metagross. Like in this one, I have Ice Punch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This Hyper Jolt's team. Guys, leave teams on my smogon profile for the Ubers coming up. I think I have a bunch of Mewtwo ones, but leave more. Like just this is a series that uses your squads and I edit them just slightly, ever so slightly. But we have, I like how Golduck actually. We have just full out attacking 4 attacks Mega Metagross with Calm Mind, Lunala, MZ Lunala, Toxic Arceus Fairy, Scarf of Yveltal. This is the third one we used today. Rock Tomb, Groudon, and Sub Dragonance Galera Zygarde. Now, Scarf of Yveltal is going to be good in this for obviously checking Lugia and whatnot. I love Lunala so much. Lunala actually just straight up wins this game, and he cannot stop it. Is that Arceus Dark? It has to be Arceus Dark. Like, you are so weak to Ghost, it is ridiculous. It's Arceus Water. Could just Toxic me. That's alright. I'm like more than willing to get my KO right now. So this gets a KO. Like, he cannot stop it. So if it's on Arceus Water, that opens up the door for Metagross. If it's on Lugia, Metagross, Ice Beams, you already poisoned me. This is +1. Let's see if you're taking this 200 base power Z move. Nope, Arceus Water goes down. Beautiful. You know what the great thing is? You can't even revenge kill me. And I like whatever comes in is going to take a nasty hit. So I will gladly lose Lunala to open up the door for my Zygarde, for my Metagross, for my Groudon. Beautiful. Also now, I mean, he does have 2 other potential defoggers in Xerneas and Lugia, but he might not be able to defog. Do I have Heal Ball on the team on anybody? No, I do not. I'm gladly taking that trade though. Keeping you alive probably is the best idea I could do. So, go Zygarde. We should be able to take Precious Blades. My Arceus Fairy is good for checking this. Should be able to take a hit and become my Father form if he's offensive. Oh, just shy of it. I have to sub. I want my Father form so I can actually take this Precious Blade. I just realized it. I know Lugia is coming out, but I definitely need the Father form. Now I'm debating if Thunder Waving. Okay, I'm about to say it. Am I behind a sub? I was debating if Thunder Waving is the play. I actually don't like the idea of Thunder Waving Lugia, so I'd rather 1,000 arrows and break its multi-scale. Give me Lunala, Arceus Fairy. It's worth it Toxicking if I can. As he goes Groudon. So again, this is still worth it. Especially because that opens up the door for Metagross. Metagross is looking nasty too in this. I love it. I love it. Oh, now you're in range of Gross after the next poison turn. So, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I obviously need Arceus Fairy for the Zygarde. Let's see if he knows I'm going to defog right here. Nope. So we get rid of rocks. Not that they're that important. Obviously my opponent does have that Zygarde, but I don't know. It doesn't have very many opportunities to set up versus me. Like, it really doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't at all. Like, I get in Metagross on him and I kind of just mash it. So what if it's like a random sub Mewtwo? Iron Tail. I don't see a drawback of going Lunala. Especially if he goes out into Zygarde like right now. You can't knock me out or anything. I'm surprised you would even use Iron Tail, honestly. I know it's strong, but I feel like it doesn't get any kills. Nice, nice, nice. So Lunala picks up another one. I still have a Veltal, I still have Toxic. My Zygarde's actually pretty expendable, not gonna lie. But Metagross, in theory, beats all of these. And he goes Zygarde first, which definitely guarantees the Metagross win right there. Yep. So Metagross gets to come out and just start punching everything. Or he goes Xerneas first, which gives me a huge hit off on it. And we get to come in and just start punching everything. Like, literally, he loses. Metagross just comes in and wins. You can go Lugia all you want, man. As long as I land. Look at that, 35%. Let me see if we can get some nice freezes going on. Ooh, 41%? Bro, you can't stall me. It's Toxic, Ice Beam. Is it pressure? It wasn't pressure. No, it wasn't. At the 1,000 arrows on it. I might as well mash. As he whirlwinds me out. That shouldn't matter. I land a Toxic on him as he misses, unfortunately. And now the play is to get up rocks to make sure that Xerneas is in range of pretty much, like if I foul play or ever Dark Pulse, I win. But with Bullet Punch from Metagross. So we'll go Gross right now because he can't do crap to me anyway. Okay. Might as well lower your speed, I guess. Doesn't actually matter. Doesn't actually matter for anything. Can we just get in the monster that is Metagross so I can win? Thank you. So you should die here, assuming you whirlwind. Let's see what he gets me out into. Into a Veltal. No big deal. Like I said, I still have Bullet Punch at the end of the day. As he doesn't even go for Geomancy, so maybe it's like a Specs one, and go right to Metagross. No reason in revealing BP either. I might as well just use the two moves I've used thus far. Just in case I get this guy later on, maybe with a similar team. Alright, good game, dude. Nice. Nice Metagross. Okay. Chipping away. Alright. Now we have a great Donuts team. Now, I thought we didn't show that already. But with the Toxic one that we used before, with Ice Punch and whatnot. Toxic is nice in this game for Kyogre, for Giratina, though Giratina runs Rest and it's probably Aromatherapy Xerneas. We have mixed Kyogre with, this is Groudon. This thing hits hard over here, holy crap. Geomancy Xerneas, Defog, Ho-Oh, and Necrozma Dawn Wings, which is Ultra Necrozma, which is actually really good in this, so. I'm very weak. Groudon is annoying. I'm gonna lead Ho-Oh. Yeah, because Deoxys attack is also super annoying too. There's a free Sacred Fire. Not free necessarily, but it's Sacred Fire. And he goes Giratina, so that gives me a defog immediately. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Deoxys is in range of Bullet Punch. Well, I mean, it could be at full HP and probably be in range of Bullet Punch, honestly. This is definitely going for Toxic. Now, I'm trying to decide what is the, what do I want Toxic? Now, because Ho-Oh can actually beat every Pokemon in the Uber's tier, I'm not going to let it, even with just this set, I'm not going to let it go get poisoned. I'm going to go Metagross as on the Toxic and double out to Groudon. Because the opportunity, I'm assuming, if he goes for Hex, then that's fine. Willow, beautiful. So I get a Toxic off on Giratina, as he Toxics me himself. What's your set? I know you're Defog. Alright, we're getting in Xerneas now. You're ridiculously weak to this. I'm assuming that's maybe Arceus Steel. As he goes Dio attack. I mean, it's the same thing. I always get in Ho-Oh. Goes for knockoff. That doesn't matter. Can't stop me from defogging, sir. I guess you could stop the rocks right there, but I mean, like, what are you going now? Groudon? Okay, so this Groudon is definitely offensive, and I'm actually gonna lose to it if I let it set up. I have to go for Toxic. Like, I literally had to right there. I'm in a situation where I can lose to that Mon just straight up the bat. Thankfully, he throws it away right here to Kyogre, so I will gladly take your Groudon. Opens up my door for Metagross even more. We speed time, boys? Max speed. Oof. Holding B. Alright, rocks. If he's gonna get rocks up, I'm getting my rocks up. And plus I want the I don't want the the water, so I can go Ultra Necrozma and Calm Mind up. I can Ultra Burst and Calm Mind, and I think that claims me one. Honestly, I think that claims me one, and we're always keeping Metagross in the back to win. I don't think Roar makes sense considering he outsped my Kyogre, which is really or heavily speed invested. And Light That Burns the Sky does not care what you are. So you go down. Beautiful. I'll probably knock out Xerneas too, now I think about it. That's a +1 boosted, bro. Ooh. Yeah, my Xerneas wins. That doesn't matter. I have Toxic for whatever his Arceus type is, so Ice Punch here for some nice damage. Plus he can miss Willow as well. If he rests, doesn't he lose? Okay, he roared me out into Xerneas. Doesn't he lose either way? I always go Metagross. It comes down to, I guess, if it actually is E-Killer. Oh, come. It's a random E-Killer on this team. Ah! Maybe an Earthquake over Extreme Speed. It really was a random I mean, I still don't win. It depends. Good game. Man, what was this team? I'm gonna get one more game with I have no idea what his team was. Like, this is a tough one too. I have to keep Metagross. Metagross is actually good in this because of Clear Body, so it checks Ray and Xerneas. I just don't know what my game plan is necessarily versus the Smeargle. Okay, I'm gonna click it now. Good. I get a Toxic off on him, which is nice. I want a Toxic off on, oh, it's Nuzzle. Okay. That's fine. I do have Overheat, and it wasn't Spore at all. So if I known that, I would have played that so differently. But I have max special attack invested Overheat, which is going to send something flying. Hell no, I'm not switching. Look how much that did. Miss Toxic. Lovely. Okay, but I can at least go Ho right now. No. Defog. Recovering isn't the play because if he actually... Like, I know I'll take the Ice Beam. Yo! Okay. Oof, what about to say? Was about to say. Holy crap. You know what the great thing is? I can't miss Toxic now. Go ahead and do whatever you want, bro. Oh, mash this Sacred Fire too, that way you can't freeze me again. Look at him! Look at him! Thankfully, Sacred Fire auto-thaws, which is incredible, by the way. But look at this monster! Just double freezing me. Should I make Kyogre healthy? I think Kyogre is actually a good mid-ground. Because, yeah, exactly. It deals with Ray as well. What you sashed, dude? I'm not staying in if you are. So Dragon Ascent's definitely coming out. This, well, Geomancy Xerneas can win. Was expendable member is easily Groudon. Might as well click Rocks if I'm able to. So we get in Gross, click Bullet Punch, and okay. So the thing about me getting in Gross is that I obviously get to knock out Ray right here with BP. Actually didn't need a BP. I'm faster. I should have Ice Punched. That was a better play. But I can Toxic the Groudon. Now, this is very necessary that this hits. I'm making myself weak to... Obviously, I'm making myself weak to Xerneas, right, by doing so. But like, he should go Groudon here. It should be... Actually, was it Stealth Rock on Smeargle? He showed his entire set, didn't he? Or he went to the... really... That's not the Pokemon I expected. But we go Ho-Oh and we pivot. Life Orb. Specs? If that does 43, I swear. Okay. Alright, we Toxic because Groudon cannot come. Groudon cannot be allowed in. Yo! Oh my gosh. I have to go for it again too because if he Rock Polishes, I lose. Thankfully, it's Rock Tomb. Not thankfully, but. Keeping Ho alive is smart. I like Kyogre right here. Even if he presses Blaze after, that's fine. Well played, well played. How much does Rock Tomb do? 58. I'm going to get my regen because I have to be healthy enough to take on a Veltal. So now I'm healthy enough to take on a Veltal. Beautiful. And we just click Liquidation right here. As he clicks Stealth Rock. So I will get my KO. And the great thing is, like if he goes Arceus, for example, Arceus doesn't. That's set up. Like everything's set up for Metagross. Like everything helps out Metagross. He has to go with Veltal here, which gives me the Geomancy on Xerneas, doesn't it? So I don't know. I don't know what type of Veltal it is. I feel like I use this team though. Is it Darkium? No, I haven't used any of those mons yet. If he goes out into Xerneas and tries to Geomancy, you're taking a max attack Liquidation in the rain into Bullet Punch. So nice that he got up his rocks. I remember I saw all the Smeargle's moves. It was Whirlwind, Magic Coat, Sticky Web, Nuzzle. I want to see what type of Veltal this is. Is it Scarf? If it locks, basically this is like, if it is Scarf, I Geomancy up with Xerneas and win right now. I just want to confirm that it's Scarf. And also this gets me a kill, like if he switches into something, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, go ahead and switch. I don't really care. You can double back if you wanted to. This is also set up fodder for Xerneas. Everything in his team is set up fodder for Xerneas. So I probably could have went for my Ghost type attack right there to knock him out too. Wasn't 100% sure, especially because powered him to 12. All right, you take this, you Geomancy, or never mind, you just die. Wasn't even Scarf. Was it actually Specs? Well, Metagross comes through then. Knocks him out with Ice Punch. Nice game. Nice. Okay. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the Mega Metagross Pokemon Spotlight. To Nishman, you guys saw, I didn't really get too many matchups where it actually did much, but it was always in the back to check Geomancy Xerneas, as well as a bunch of other threats. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.